Hello friends, today's topic for discussion is laws governing absorption of radiation. When a sample is interact with electromagnetic radiation, then few amount or some amount of electromagnetic radiation will absorb by the sample, and after absorbing some amount of electromagnetic radiation, then it will transmit the remaining light. So, the absorption that is carried out by the sample is actually governed by or actually related with two laws, that is number one is Beer's law and number second is Lambert's law. And the thing we need to remember is that this law, both the laws, Beer's law or Lambert's law, are applicable under a condition, and that condition is when I becomes equal to IA plus IT, where I is equal to intensity of incident light and IA is equal to intensity of absorbed light and IT is equal to intensity of transmitted light. We can see by this picture here that in this picture this is the sample cell. It is the sample cell containing the sample when the electromagnetic radiation with the intensity IA, that is intensity of absorbed light, which interact with the sample. After absorbing, the light will transmitted and the intensity of that light is IT. So this IA plus IT, when it will be equivalent to the total intensity of incident light, it means when I becomes equal to IA plus IT, then only both the law, Beer's law and Lambert's law will applicable. So first come to Beer's law. Beer's law states that the intensity of beam of monochromatic light decreases exponentially. The intensity of beam of monochromatic light decreases exponentially with increase in the concentration of absorbing species. So mathematically we can derive an equation here, that is derivative of I with respect to C or minus di by dc is proportional to I, where we found I is equal to intensity of the light and C is equal to concentration of the sample. So the equation is minus di by dc, means change of I with respect to C, change of intensity with respect to concentration, or rate of change of intensity with change of concentration, can be written by the equation minus di by dc is proportional to I. So after solving this equation, we can get minus di by dc. In place of proportional, we have to put the signs equal to. So we have to multiply by a proportionality constant k, where we can write where k is equal to proportionality constant. The equation becomes minus di by dc is equal to ki, where k is equal to proportionality constant. Then after keeping the same factor in the same side, means keep the intensity factor in the same side, so it will become minus di by I. This I will come to the left side, so minus di by I equal to k, then dc will remove to the right side, so it become k dc. Then the equation becomes minus di by I is equal to k dc. Okay. After integration both the side, after integrating both the side, we can get minus ln I in place of minus di by I integration. We have to write it as minus ln I is equal to kc plus b, where this b is equal to integration constant. It is the integration constant. So finally we will get minus ln I is equal to kc plus b. Then assume something where or when concentration equal to 0. Suppose when concentration is equal to 0, then there will not be absorbance occur. Hence, we can write I is equal to I0. We can write in place of I as I0 when the concentration become I0. By putting this value in equation 1, when we will put the value of I as I0 in equation 1, we will get minus ln I0 is equal to K into C. So in place of C we have to write 0 because the concentration is 0 plus B. Then the equation becomes minus ln I0 is equal to B. K into 0 means 0. So 0 plus B is equal to B. Hence minus ln I0 is equal to B. So by putting this value of B in equation 1, when we will put the value of B, that is minus ln I0 in equation 1, we will get minus ln I is equal to Kc minus ln I0. In place of B, we have to write minus ln I0. Then keeping the same factor in the same side, then it will be minus ln I0 minus ln I. Minus ln, this minus ln I0 come to this side, so it will carry the positive charge ln I0. Then ln I0 minus this ln I we have to write, then ln I0 minus ln I is equal to Kc. Then in place of this equation ln I0 minus ln I, we can write it as ln I0 by I, because we know a formula that is log A by B is equal to log A minus log B. So in this by this formula we write ln I0 minus ln I is equal to ln I0 by I, and this is equal to Kc. Then removing the logarithm, when we will removing this logarithm, this equation turns to I0 by I is equal to e to the power Kc. Then it has become e to the power Kc. After that, reversing or making inverse I0 by I to I by I0. When we write I0 by I as I by I0, then it becomes equal to e to the power minus Kc. In place of e to the power Kc, we have to write here e to the power minus Kc when we are reversing this equation. Then this equation becomes I is equal to I0. This I0 may go to the right side, and we can write it as I is equal to I0 into e to the power minus Kc. And this is nothing but equation for Beer's law. And Beer's law is equal to I is equal to I0 into e to the power minus Kc. Next come to second law, that is the Lambert's law. According to Lambert's law, the rate of decrease of intensity of monochromatic light with the thickness, here the term thickness is coming instead of concentration of the sample. So the rate of decrease of intensity of monochromatic light with the thickness of the medium is directly proportional to intensity of incident light. So similarly, we can write a equation, and that is derivative of I with respect to t, or change of I with change of t, where I is intensity of incident light and t is equal to path length. So it becomes minus di by dt is proportional to I. When we simplify this equation like Beer's law as above, this equation may be turned to I by I0, I is equal to I0 into e to the power minus kt. I is equal to I0 into e to the power minus kt. This is nothing but Lambert's law. This is the mathematical expression for Lambert's law. But when we combining the equation of Beer's law and Lambert's law, or combining the equation 2 and 3, or equation of Beer's law and Lambert's law, we will get I is equal to I0 into e to the power minus kc t. I is equal to I0 into e to the power kc t. Hence we can write it as I is equal to I0 10 to the power minus kc t. Here we are converting natural logarithm to base 10. We are converting natural logarithm to base 10. So it will becomes I is equal to I0 10 to the power minus capital K C T in place of small k c t, where the value of capital K is equal to small k into 0.4343. This is the value of capital K. So it becomes this, again this equation become I by I0. This I0 that is present in the right side comes to the left side and it will be divided, and it becomes I by I0 is equal to 10 to the power minus kct. Then reversing the equation, I0 by I is equal to 10 to the power kct. When we reversing the equation, minus sign will be converted to positive, and I by I0 is converted to I0 by I. So finally I0 by I is equal to 10 to the power kct. After that, taking log on both sides, we can write it as log I0 by I is equal to capital K kct, and put this equation as equation number 4. But we know that transmittance, that is T, is equal to I by I0, and absorbance is equal to log 1 by T. Hence absorbance can be written as log 1 by I by I0, because I by I0 is the value of T. So log 1 by T means A is equal to log 1 by I by I0. Hence it may be log I0 by I. So absorbance value is equal to log I0 by I. Put this equation as 5, and putting this value of A from equation 5 in equation 4, we will get A is equal to, as already mentioned in equation 4, that log I0 by I is equal to kct. So in place of log I0 by I, when we are putting the value A, it will becomes A is equal to kct, or A can be written as, or A is equal to epsilon ct, where A is equal to absorbance. This one is nothing but epsilon, and it is the molecular extension coefficient. C is equal to concentration of the drug, and T is equal to path length. And this equation A is equal to epsilon ct is called as Beer's-Lambert's law, or the equation for Beer's-Lambert's law.